What legal rules protect neutral aircraft during armed conflict? Imagine flying through the sky, and suddenly your aircraft is caught in the middle of a war zone. What keeps your plane safe from attack? That's where international law steps in. During armed conflicts, certain rules protect neutral aircraft from being targeted or harmed. These rules come from international humanitarian law and the law of neutrality. They are designed to keep civilian and medical aircraft safe and ensure fairness among all parties. Neutral states have the right to keep their airspace and territory inviolable. This means belligerent military aircraft are not allowed to enter neutral airspace. If they do, the neutral state must order them to land. If the aircraft refuses, the neutral state can use force to make them land, even shooting them down if necessary. Once the aircraft lands, the crew is usually interned for the duration of the conflict. Protection also depends on whether the aircraft is neutral or belligerent. Military aircraft of warring parties are not allowed in neutral airspace. But neutral aircraft, including civilian and medical planes, are protected if they follow certain rules. Medical aircraft, for example, can fly over or land in neutral territory only if they have prior approval. They must be clearly marked with signs like the Red Cross and used only for medical purposes. If a medical aircraft is suspected of being used for military activities, it can be inspected. If found guilty, it can be impounded and the crew detained. Neutral states have a duty to prevent their territory from being used by belligerent parties for military operations. This includes stopping belligerent aircraft from using neutral airspace for attacks or other military actions. If they fail to do so, they risk violating their neutrality obligations. Neutrality also requires impartiality. Neutral states must treat all belligerent parties equally. They cannot favor one side over the other when enforcing rules about aircraft. This ensures no side gains unfair advantage by using neutral airspace or territory. If a belligerent aircraft violates neutrality by entering neutral airspace without permission, it must be ordered to land. If it refuses, the neutral state can attack or shoot it down. Neutral aircraft are protected from attack unless they are involved in activities that breach neutrality or are used for military purposes by belligerents disguised as neutral. In practice, aircraft must notify and get permission from neutral states before entering their airspace during conflicts. Belligerent aircraft should avoid neutral airspace altogether to prevent escalation. Medical and humanitarian planes have special protections but must follow strict identification and notification rules to keep their neutral status. So, the rules that protect neutral aircraft during armed conflict are based on respecting neutrality, preventing belligerent use of neutral airspace, and ensuring fair treatment for all aircraft. These laws help keep civilians and medical personnel safe, and they promote respect among warring parties.